Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray of Beverly Hills Cop. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, Paramount has released Beverly Hills Cop starring Eddie Murphy on 4K Blu-ray, and that is available in a standard slipcover edition at all your local retailers. No steelbooks or any other exclusives for this release, which is a bit of a shame. Now, as far as the movie itself goes, I've always been a big fan of Eddie Murphy as a comedian, as an actor, and really Beverly Hills Cop and Beverly Hills Cop 2 were my two go-to movies for that time period as far as like action and comedy. I think they mesh really well and they do a perfect like synergy of those two elements. And Eddie Murphy, of course, is brilliant in the role, and just they're fun movies. They're really just, and they're also kind of a staple of the 80s. They have like that 80s vibe to it, the feel, the action. It's all very 80s, and I think it works here. It's really cool to have this in my collection. Okay, we're going to talk about the picture quality and audio in just a moment, but first let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have Beverly Hills Cop here on 4K, slipcover edition only for this. Very simple cover, I like it, works. Okay, and we have the back cover, and the spine, the interior, just your basic interior, nothing special there, so. Alright, now we'll talk about the picture quality and the audio. Beverly Hills Cop has a 1:7:8 aspect ratio. It is native 4K resolution with HDR10 and Dolby Vision for the grading. For purposes of this review, I will be talking about the Dolby Vision encode. Since this movie was shot on film, it is of course going to retain its natural film grain. I feel it's very consistent throughout the movie, sometimes a little bit heavier in the more darker areas, like darker interiors, nighttime shots. It's a little bit heavy in that area, but I think for the most part, it's really nice, it's good, it retains its nice filmic look, and I think you'll be very happy if you appreciate film grain as I do. As for the Dolby Vision, I believe it really gives the movie itself a very nice natural pop in the color departments. Everything looks good, especially when Axel gets to Beverly Hills. You got that nice vividness of the city. It's bright, it's sunny, and the buildings, cars, it all shows off, and it gives you a nice luminance as far as the color aspects go. Clothing also look really well rendered, and the overall style of the film really benefits from Dolby Vision. For the level of detail, it gets a nice upgrade over the Blu-ray. Up-close shots in particular look really well done. Facial features, just anything up close looks so much better here. It is a very nice looking picture when it comes to detail. Black levels are also well rendered. Nighttime shots, dark interiors are good. Once again, the grain sometimes gets a little bit heavy in those particular areas, but they overall look very good, natural, not quite deep inky, but as close as it can get with the source material. The Beverly Hills Cop 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray looks really good, utilizing HDR and Dolby Vision. It's a fantastic upgrade and well worth your money for that. Beverly Hills Cop supports a DTS 5.1 audio mix, and if I'm not mistaken, it is pretty much the identical audio track from the previous Blu-ray that was released. So no upgrade in that area, which is a little bit disappointing. I really feel that the audio presentation could have used a little bit of work. It's a little bit inconsistent throughout the movie, where some scenes feel like they should be a little bit more impactful. It kind of falls a little bit flat. But for what we get, it's an okay audio experience. It's just nothing, despite it being an action comedy, that's really going to put it over as far as audiophiles go. When it comes to center channel, dialogue is fairly clean and clear. No real issues to speak of in that area. The fronts, they handle a lot of the action elements. They do so very nicely. The rear speakers are okay. There's not going to be a whole lot of immersive elements going through the surround sound environment. It's actually kind of almost non-existent in a lot of points of the movie. It does kick in from time to time, but it's not going to be consistent throughout the film, which is a little bit of a disappointment. And the LFE is okay. It's not really aggressive. It's a little bit on the weak side, to be honest, but it does flare up from time to time, mostly during those appropriately needed moments. But for the most part, it's just kind of in the background. It's okay. Nothing that's really going to light your subwoofer on fire, so just be aware of that. The audio presentation of Beverly Hills Cop desperately needed a little bit of an upgrade. That would have been nice, but for what we get here, it's an okay presentation, just nothing entirely special. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Beverly Hills Cop on 4K an A-. I think Paramount did a great job here. Film grain looks good for the most part. The Dolby Vision and HDR really bring out the natural color aspects, and overall the film looks really good on 4K. For the audio presentation, I'm going to give this one a B. It's an okay audio experience. It's nothing that we haven't heard before if you have the existing Blu-ray, which unfortunately is a little bit on the weak side, but I think overall it's an okay audio presentation. So if you own the existing Blu-ray, should you upgrade to the 4K edition of Beverly Hills Cop? I think if you really like the picture quality enhancements from Dolby Vision HDR, then the answer would be yes. I don't feel it's a necessary upgrade. It's not essential. I think an upgrade in the audio department would have really kind of sealed that deal, but visually it does look beautiful and it's a very nice looking picture. So that is my review of Beverly Hills Cop on 4K. Let me know in the comment section below if you picked it up for yourself and what did you think. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.